Good afternoon, everybody. Colin here with Apple Reviews. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw I'm going to do a little vlog style video showing how I fix what is in this box. And inside this box would be an Xbox 360, the older edition, not the slim. So I'll show you how I fix these, what I do to get them going again. So I'm literally going to start from the outside of the box, and I'm going to open the box right now. And you can see part of the Xbox right there. Let me just move some of this stuff out of the way. I'll just slide it right out here. I think this is a special edition like Halo. Yeah, it's a Halo edition Xbox. You can see it's got some different little things on it. Halo 3 is what it is. Next, let me turn my white light on real quick behind me. Okay, so I just turned that on. That should make it a little bit easier to see, but it is Halo 3. It's got some little extra things on the ports here. It's kind of small. It is HDMI. And something special about these Xboxes, or any Xbox, as you can see right here, it says service date right there instead of manufacture date. Manufacture date is the date it was made. If you buy an Xbox on eBay or get a used Xbox and something is replaced, and it doesn't say manufacture date, it says service date, that means it was sent into Microsoft and it was repaired by them, and they replaced the sticker and put the date they serviced it on there. So that's just what that means. So this Xbox has previously been fixed. So I'm going to go ahead and get it all plugged up. And we're going to try to turn it on and see exactly what it does. So let me plug it up and I'll be back. So there's the Xbox right there plugged into HDMI to that monitor. I've gotten a couple of these that said they didn't work, and they actually do. Just people gave them to them thinking they didn't work. So we're going to hope that does happen, but let's find out. The issue is the console did not power on, which, as of right now, it appears to have powered on. We haven't gotten any error yet. So, I don't know. But I did ask the person. Okay, we are getting a heat warning. So it looks like this Xbox, last time it was running, had previously overheated. Because you'll get this warning after it overheats when you turn your console back on. So it looks like this console was one that got the 2-ring overheat error. Let me plug my 360 controller in real quick. So this one might be just an overheat. The fan speed is actually starting to increase. So I'm going to back it out and turn it off, turn it back on, and see if it actually starts back up. See, it might be getting ready to die. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the fans are speeding up. It's getting ready to die. I'm just going to save us some time and shut it down and start it back up and see if it actually starts. Apparently it is going to start again. In that time, it did go to the dashboard because I did clear that message by doing that, but it's going to overheat. And it's going to go red here in a second. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's like really going now. Sorry about that. I'm standing on the little thing the tripod's on. We can kind of see both. Looks like it was a little bit of a slow start up there. I'm going to let it run for a few minutes. If it does anything, I will come back. So the Xbox has stayed running, but another issue I ran into is the it's a little stuck. But I'm going to grab my screwdriver and we will get that open as soon as I find my screwdriver. You can kind of just skip around this video if you don't want to see it sitting here. And of course now it is going to overheat right when I was going to get that open. But at least I got that caught on camera. But now I'm going to show you how to tell exactly what is overheating. That tells you that it's overheating. What you're going to do is you're going to hold your controller pair button and you're going to push that. Now 4 lights, see how they're flashing fast? That's telling you it's the error code. That means it's 0, 0, 1, 1. So we'll do that again. 0, 0, 1, 1. And then it's back to 2 lights. So I'm going to pull up on the computer real quick what that means. So I did let it sit there for a second and I did restart it. It's about to overheat again, but as you can see we got that same message saying that it's designed to shut down automatically to prevent insufficient ventilation. Meaning last time it was cut off, it probably cut off on its own due to overheating. So we do know that's definitely the problem. Now I'm just going to look up error code 0011 and I'll tell you exactly what's overheating. So I have pulled up here on Xbox-experts.com, the website I always use. This is the code right there, 0011, 2 red lights. The CPU is overheating, which is probably one of the best errors we can have, because if you have one of these 3 red lights in your solder joint, that's just a pain in the butt and it never really fixes. But it tells you how to fix it right here. It locks itself into the chip cool down. Basically the heatsink inside isn't cooling it properly, so just apply some new thermal compound inside your Xbox and that will fix it. If you have a bad temperature sensor, you can cut the sensor trace on the motherboard. I've never had to do that, but if we have to, we will. But I'm going to go ahead and put some new thermal paste on it and I'll show you that along the way. So the tools I'll be using are I think that's a T8 and a T10. I don't know, I think this T10 is bigger. T8, T10 screwdrivers. I have my extra screwdriver set here because there are some other screws under there. And my thermal compound, which will go under the CPU. And I'm going to show you how to take all that off and do that. And this is the screwdriver that goes with those. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart real quick. And let me put you back up on the tripod. If you don't want to see it being taken apart, you can just go ahead and fast forward until you see it already apart in the little thumbnail thing. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take the faceplate off. There's this little silver power button thing. You take that off after though. Just make sure you take it off. Go ahead and we're going to get one of these screwdrivers, one of the small ones. And there's some little tabs that you're going to have to find down in here. Sometimes you just gotta pull it, and these do break. There's a little crack right there. If you push from above, they just usually come right out. Once you get a couple, you can get your screwdriver in there and you can get those out. And I think we either just broke that one right there, or it was already broken. It looks like it was already broken because I don't. Yeah, it's already broken because it's not in there. This one's a little bit easier sometimes, but you just gotta find, you can usually see it right in there in the little vent. Some of these on the end are really hard to get out though. So once you get those two out, the other ones usually just follow. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I do not know where this Xbox came from or what happened to this Xbox, but this little tab right here is actually melted. I don't know if somebody tried to like put it in their oven or something like that, or do something stupid, so I just hope the case isn't melted to itself. But it hasn't been opened since it's been fixed. The warranty sticker is still sealed, which now it's not. We don't need no warranty stickers. Microsoft overcharges for this anyway. It's like 120 bucks to get it fixed. I can do it in like 10 minutes. But we're gonna go ahead, and this is going to pop right out like that. You can see the bottom's kind of just hanging there. Flip it over on its side, or on its, I guess that's the top. And you're gonna have to pull this. It's going to sound really, really bad. There are some little, you see there's little holes right here. I don't know if you can see them with the camera that far back, but you need the smallest flathead you can find, and you're going to push it into those little holes, which will undo little pins inside. And I actually have to get a different one because I don't know if that one's small enough. Now that is actually how you take it off. You can see all the dust flying out. This Xbox is probably dirty. That might be why it's overheating. It sounded horrible. It didn't actually break anything. That's just what it sounds like. So now we are going to take these screws out. All these screws. There's a whole bunch in here. Just find the right bit here. I don't think I have the right size for this screwdriver, so we're going to have to use these little ones, which sucks because the other one's a lot faster. Now you want to take out all these long ones. That's what holds the case down and stuff. There's some little short ones. These you can leave in for now until we find out exactly what's going on. There's some little short ones there too. You don't really have to worry about where they go back in because you can feel it. If you put a long one in one of these holes, it won't go down in all the way. If you put a short one in a hole where a long one's supposed to go, it won't screw in. But there are a bunch of screws holding these things together. So I'm going to finish unscrewing this and then I'll come back. Okay, so all these screws have been removed. You're going to want to, I took them all out, so the actual motherboard is going to fall out if you have it upside down. So we're going to reveal the inside here. And it is not that dusty. For the amount of dust that came out. It's your CD drive right here. You're just gonna want to unplug those two pins. CD drive will just come right out. Now, your CPU is, I actually don't remember which one of these, the GPU, the graphics, and one's the CPU. I actually forget which is which, so I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. Figure that out. But I think I have to screw in somewhere. Actually, these X clamps are still screwed down, but we're going to figure out which is which, and then I'll get back to you. I'm pretty sure this one is the CPU, or the CPU. So we're going to go ahead and undo that one. Which those are, these are the little ones. These are what hold the heat sinks on down here. Usually if you have the red ring or an error like this, that is what failed. Sometimes it can be other things. You're gonna just go ahead and, this is screwed in right here. You're gonna have to also unscrew this. There's a screw here, and two screws right there and there. That just plugs in right there. You just pull it out. No big deal. Looks like somebody took this part before and they missed the hole a few times. over here too, and I haven't even touched those. And first thing I'm noticing is right here, which that is this one, the one, well, it might be, I don't know, we're gonna take them, we're gonna look at them both and see, because this one's not even screwed down all the way, so it might not be making contact properly. Which, as you saw, the warranty sticker is still on there, so the last person to open this was whoever fixed it at Microsoft. So if that was the case, that it wasn't screwed down properly, when they fixed it, they didn't fix it properly, which caused it to fail again. Which, I mean, that's not even, that's ridiculous if they did that. Because you could visibly even tell that screw wasn't down all the way. Take these out. And when we pull this out, you're going to want to turn it over before you pull this out, because this is pretty much the last thing holding the motherboard in the metal chassis. Fairly easy to take apart, nothing major. If you can use a screwdriver and you can remember where stuff was, after you fix a couple Xboxes, you should be good to go. Of course, you can always look on YouTube, which is how I learned how to do it. It's just going to slide right out, put it back in, you slide it right back in. Just grab one of the heat sinks. Unplug the fan first just to make it easier. Plug one of the heat sinks, and 04 October, April, I don't know what that means. The 04 means it's from 09. There's no RAM things on here to keep the RAM cool. I don't have any, so just gonna set that aside. This right here, you're going to have to get another small flathead, and this is actually very complicated. Not really it's not hard. You just have to pay attention to what you're doing. You don't want to let your screwdriver hit any other part of the board when you're prying these off. And sometimes they can be hard to get off. Other times they come off really simple. It's not really the best screwdriver for this. And of course that's going to fall out. Here we go. Once you get one, you just go to the opposite side. That makes it easier. Because once you get the one off, you lose the, it's not really that much tension on it anymore. Like I said, if you already know how to do this or whatever, or you don't want to watch this, then you can just skip ahead. And I may not finish all this video today. I may just take it apart and fix it. You know, that way you kind of see what you have to do to fix something like this. I actually don't have any screws to replace this with, so I actually have to put these X clamps back on, which isn't necessarily easy. But I've done it before, so. Come on. Sometimes these just, you gotta work at them. That's basically all you can do. I haven't had to do this in a while. Had one the other day to fix, it already worked, so I let it run for an hour. I'm gonna have to go get another screwdriver, but you've seen how you do that. You just pry them off. I'll come back when that's done. So as you can see, those two little white dots are the new thermal compound. I just took this off and put that on there. So that's that. I'm going to reinstall this one, do the same thing on the other one, and we are going to just put it in there without the plastic piece on and fire it up and see how it works. So this X clamp has been reinstalled right here. I'm going to take this one off, put the thermal grease back on, and then I'm going to show starting it up. My camera's kind of dying, so I'm going to not film like every single step the whole way, but I'm just going to take this one off just like I showed you doing this one, and then I'll start it up. So I think I found the problem. I just pulled off the CPU. That one actually does say CPU on it, and there you can actually read what's on it. That's how little thermal paste is on there. Barely anything at all. So that's definitely why it was overheating. So we're going to go ahead and apply some thermal paste and start it up, see how it works. So there you go. I can't actually show you me starting up. My camera is literally saying it's about to die. So that was the problem. I'm just going to put these screws back in, throw it back together, and we should be good to go. Thanks for watching. This has been Colin with Albert Reviews, and maybe I'll try to do some more stuff like this. If I have an Xbox that's doing something other than overheating, you know, make a video on that too. But this is pretty much all the fix for everything on these things. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask down in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you. Have a great day. And it is now alive. So thanks for watching.